Yes, people, how are we doing? How are we doing? We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for, a SCCU crossover, the Sarcasm City cinematic universe. You know what I'm saying? We got a crossover show coming up for you lot, because obviously we do all the separate shows. Well, we do the crossover shows with the Man Them United podcast. So you got the Man Them United podcast, you got the Man Them City podcast, you got the Gunner Talk from the Arsenal podcast, you got the Ballers at the Bridge podcast, you got that Talking at Tottenham Talk podcast, and I do link ups with those. But every now and then we have to do the crossover shows, people, and I know how much you lot enjoy these crossover shows. I enjoy these crossover shows as well. There's always something entertaining happening. There's plenty of entertaining characters, kind of like in Marvel. So everyone has their separate films, but when they all click up for the same film, whether it's an Infinity War, an Endgame, an Age of Ultron, an Avengers Assemble, you lot know the vibes, people. You lot know the vibes. But as you can see from the title, Carabao Cup yesterday, Manchester United putting 5 past Leicester. Let me repeat that. 5 past Leicester. 4 goals in the first half. I couldn't believe my eyes. Spurs beat Manchester City 2-1. So Spurs taking down Manchester City. Chelsea crashed out to Newcastle United, and Arsenal went through against Preston. So Manchester United, Tottenham Hotspur, Arsenal are 3 teams who are through to the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. But before I bring on this very, very special guest, or my co-host, I should say, run up the likes on the video. Whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back after the live, run up the likes on the video. Make sure you share this across all the socials as well, at Sarcasm City TV on Twitter and Instagram. And just as important, subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV as well. And obviously, I'm going to introduce everyone correctly. So I got to bring through, talking of Marvel, someone who I say is definitely a variant of me, 100%. It just so happens that I'm in southeast Manchester, and he's in North America, people. I happen to support Manchester United. He supports Manchester City, but the way that he be selling the Kool-Aid is different. So much that he don't even sell Kool-Aid. He don't even be selling Kool-Aid. He don't even be selling Gatorade. We call it Vatorade. I think it was Chinlu who said that in the chat. I can't remember. So we got to introduce none other than Vator Games TV in the building. Vator, what are you telling me, man? You good? What are you saying?
Ooh, man's asking me if I'm good. Flawless. Listen, you're gonna ask me that for the remainder of the season, and the answer, I got to be honest with you. The answer is always going to be yes. It is always going to be yes. And you might be wondering why Vader, why are you still good after a loss? You know what? We'll talk about it when the rest of the panelists get on here. But much appreciated to have me on the show. Those of you on Spotify, all the listening platforms, you know what it is. Right now, You're not wrong for listening. You're not wrong for listening, because you know what? Vader's not on the screen right now. I'm not in the studio, so it's okay that you're listening right now. But just give me a few more minutes. I'll be on camera. Make sure you go over YouTube, subscribe, hit that like button, show Sarcasm City TV the love. But yes, Flawless, thanks, man. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, man, you already know, man. Big up to Vator. Make sure you subscribe to Vator Games TV. Second co-host I'm introducing is someone who has fast become one half of a favorite duo on this channel. The actual duo that goes viral the most. When it comes to the channel, those two together, because separately they do the business. Like, let's not even misunderstand that. Separately they do the business, but together, even I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect the duo to click and be such a viral juggernaut and have so many hilarious moments literally on a weekly basis, without that. So I gotta introduce, you know what I'm saying, man, like TJ Warren into the building as well. TJ, what are you telling me, man? What's good?
Flawless, everything's good, my friend. Everything is good. I had a routine day at the office today.
Let's go.
Little 3-0 win out at Preston. Big up Ethan Winieri. We're gonna get into that. Absolute phenom. Absolute great game. Just a day at the office. Like I don't expect Arsenal to even be a huge subject today, because what we did was expected, right?
Yeah, that's true.
We were expected to pick up a 3-0 win.
That's true.
But there were some other results that we are going to talk about in depth. Big up Vader, obviously, my man with the face made for radio. A good thing that he's driving home right now. But you'll get to see his face as soon as he's in the studio. And yeah, we're gonna have a good panel tonight. I'm really looking forward to some enlightening footballing conversation. and some Vaderade because he's here. The man's in the building. So big up Flawless, big up the chat. Let's go. I'm gassed.
I'm gassed. I'm looking forward to the show. And this next person I'm going to introduce needs no introduction, but I'm going to introduce him anyway because he is a Sarcasm City OG. Let me repeat that. He is a Sarcasm City OG. I mentioned Marvel. He was in the first film. You know what I'm saying? That he was in the first film, original. You see him on Q&As. You see him on watch-alongs. You see him on the Mandem United Talking at Tottenham Talk podcast. Has many memorable moments on this channel for his rants, whether it's about Ghana, whether it's about Germany, whether it's about Conte as well. And someone you see on the channel as often as me, even more often than me. You see him on NBA watch-alongs. You might even see him pop up on an NFL watch-along. So welcome, you know what I'm saying, the man, you know what I'm saying, the young G, the legend in the building, in the making, man, like Jez. What you saying, fam?
Hey man, big up, man. I appreciate the introduction, man. Hey man, I'm just a follower out here, man. I'm just a follower. I'm like looking up, and I have 3 big channels here, and I'm just out here just chilling, man, and obviously just talking football, man. So man, I appreciate big up the panel, big up the chat especially as well. Big up, man.
You already know. Go on, TJ. You're on mute, fam. You're on mute.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna shout you out, Jez, because I got something special for you. Okay, I just want to say congratulations. Congratulations on knocking Vader out. I'm not a Tottenham Hotspurs fan like Flawless is, but I really like watching Vader go out of the cup. Anytime Man City's knocked out of a cup, an angel gets its wings. So congratulations.
What? Okay. This no. This is absolutely ridiculous. I have no idea. I'm just getting in my house right now. No, this is messed up. I'm not in the studio. I'm gonna make my way there. But this guy is way too gassed. And where's this winning attitude, you bum? Where is it? To be the best, you want to beat the best. You're all happy and giddy that City aren't in it? You're making me sick. You're making me sick. We'll talk about this.
The best went out to a better team. That's all. Ange ball. Ange in, baby.
Hey, okay. I'm saying we was gonna deal with you, but the sides dealt with you. So
we were gonna deal with you.
You know what I'm saying? We was gonna deal with you, but the sides. You know what I'm saying? And that you didn't want to see Big Rude. Never mind Ruben, but that's a whole different conversation, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole different conversation. Big up to Vader. Big up Jazz. Big up TJ.
You guys were free scoring like Andy at the end of Shawshank Redemption. Like you guys look like this in the rain.
Bro, they were having they were having the
it's crazy.
They were having the homecoming today. This is what they were having.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But there we big up to the chat, and I will star all the best questions, people. But again, run up the likes, hit the subscribe button as well. Everybody's channels are underneath in the description also. But there is only one place to start, and that is Tottenham Hotspur 2, Manchester City 1. That is the biggest game from the last round of the Carabao Cup. So it's only right we go to the victor of that. Jez, thoughts on knocking out Manchester City? Because I know you wasn't confident going in. General consensus was that City, even if they played a weakened side, we're going to win that game despite their poor record at your ground. So thoughts on that?
No, like you said, I told you I wasn't necessarily confident going into this game because one, you didn't have the City killer Son in the team, so it's like, and then you had Werner out there. Even when the lineup came out, I said this is 10 versus 11 today, because I don't consider him as a player of the football club. I don't. Like even if you somehow sign him, I don't consider him. We registered only 24 players, not 25. Yes. So yeah, but I knew that one thing. Even though I wasn't confident, one thing I knew is that we needed a bounce back performance because the performance like Palace that we just had on the weekend to go then into City a cup game. Even if we play against City, there needs to be at least some sort of performance where we can look at and say, shit, like put in a winner's performance out there that can say, you know what, even if we would have somehow lost the game, you could at least sit here and say, you know what, you at least showed us something again after the Palace, because Palace was just a complete shit show. So obviously, game starts, we score pretty early, and from a counter attack, nice flick from Johnson, then Kulusevski on the right, just crossing it in. I'll be honest. I thought that ball was going to Sri Lanka because when that ball went over to Werner, boy oh boy, I said fuck all that, man. Bro, this is it. I thought 5 minutes in and we only going to start this nonsense, but surprise, he actually scored. But which is the funniest part because that's his signature finish. Like he always, regardless regardless how he shoots, he always loves shooting that. So I'm very surprised that somebody like Ortega couldn't save that because the technique was awful. The technique on that shot wasn't awful. Ortega just couldn't save it because Verona always shoots like that and he misses all the time like that too.
Yeah.
But credit to him, at least you held the composure. So we go up early, first minute and we go in early. I was like, oh shit, but we have like 85 minutes to go, so let's see how this game goes. We feel like the good 25, 30 minutes, we pressed well. I thought we defended well. Whenever we had to go into the transition, we actually transitioned well as well. It's just that it just didn't end up well. Then obviously, second goal from the set piece comes, where Sa scored a beauty of a finish. Like, I'll be honest, I thought first the keeper made a howler again. But I thought Sa generally just placed it very well into the goal, in the bottom right of the goal. So yeah, and I kind of from there on, I was kind of like pissed for the last 15 in the first half because I felt from 2-0 up, it's still early, but I was thinking to myself, we're still pressing a lot, so I was a bit worried about the energy levels, which happened to come and cost us in the first half because for the rest of the first half, City dominated us. The ball always comes back to them after we won it back. Players just couldn't. The ball just doesn't stick in the final third. So City get them. I felt the goal was always coming. So I still think Udogie was very poor. Like I do have to say, Udogie for me was poor on that goal. But at the same time, that goal was coming. So I was kind of like, shit, here we go again. And then in the second half, obviously, thank God, Sa didn't get injured because we already had Van de Ven go out injured. Romero apparently it was only precaution, so he got subbed off only because of that. Sa got subbed off because of the yellow card that he had. Mm-hmm. And in the second half, it was kind of like similar. City had the ball, we trying to transition, and some of the chances again. I'm talking about the guy who scored in the 5th minute, missing again in good positions. Hey, Richard.
Before you get to Richard, obviously, people, we do these crossover shows. You already know TJ's in the building, Jez is in the building, Vater's in the building as well. And with Marvel, sometimes you just get a surprise, where you just don't expect that end credit scene, where like X-Men just pops up, and you're like, right, that's Gambit, or that's Cyclops, or one of your favorites, or something like that. Hey, Sarcasm City TV, it just gets better. None other than Carefree Lewis G into the building as well. Family, what are you saying, man?
I like Lewis.
Yo.
Big up, Lewis.
Big up, guys.
What are you saying, Lewis? What are you saying?
I'm fuming still, but shout out.
We gonna get to that. Don't worry, man. But Lewis is in the building as well. Go on,
honestly, I just have to mention this guy because Richard. The reason why I have to address him is because he was on Monday trying to go after Rodri. Said Rodri doesn't deserve this, Vinny and shit, and then talking about how if Vinny doesn't win the Ballon d'Or, shit is about to go down. Motherfucker, can I get a full 90 minutes of football, please? Before you talk about shit is about to go down. And then when he gets the opportunity, the motherfucker missed the open chance. Like, and this is kind of like, and this is why I talk about this team. And obviously, people may ask in the chat, Jez, are you unjudged? I'm not unjudged. I'm kind of like, I'm neither out or in because I feel like both sides have reasonable takes why they're in those sides. But at the same time, I can at least acknowledge the quality of this team because, oh boy, do we need more players? Because even with City rotating, it still was a hard game. And you really wanted to be a bit more comfortable. But I'm just happy that we threw to the next round because, like I mentioned earlier, I wasn't confident going into the game. It has been a long minute since actually Spurs has made it to it's quarterfinals now, right?
Yeah.
Quarterfinals.
So it's been a long time since Spurs actually been in the quarterfinals of a Carabao Cup. And I know we're playing Man United next, which is this is where I still wish Ten Hag was still in because of course we have to have the new manager Bones Amarin at the Spurs stadium, but it should be. It's not the worst pick, honestly, because I was thinking we're gonna get some. I was thinking we're getting Arsenal, or was thinking we're getting Liverpool. If I'm being real, so it could have been much better. You could have run me Southampton at home, but happy and just happy to go through to the next round, and then we go to Villa next now.
First. You know what I'm saying? Vader, I know we're setting up as well. So, Lewis, we'll go to you. Obviously, losing away at Newcastle. You said yourself, sorry, you're fuming. I've not seen the highlights. So, floor's yours, man. Thoughts on the game, man. What went wrong for you, considering you're having a good season?
I a lot of individuals had the whole B team had their first test, like serious test. We ain't calling the Conference League games any tests. And they all failed. All bar Mudryk, Cucurella. No, he didn't need a test anyway. And Jorgensen, who just, to be honest, like, just didn't do anything wrong, if anything. I don't think he saved us. He just weren't crap. Everybody else just sucked. I think Maresca as well was very naive with the bench that he brought to St. James's Park. The only real options were Noni and Palmer. I get Sancho had a last-minute illness, had to pull out. It is what it is. But, like, do something but keep Dewsbury Hall dying on the right wing for 60 minutes. He was not comfortable there at all. Everyone else was just crap. Dewsbury Hall and Disasi I'll allow because they're both out of position, but then you deep it, our entire right side is just out of position. Another example of why we died. Enzo Fernandez, I am this close to giving up on him. I am this close. This man is getting bodied by Longstaff in his comfortable position and is just doing up Conor Gallagher passing backwards relentlessly or just kicking the ball out of play. What's the point? You're not comfortable in the 10. You're not starting in the 6 or the 8. And you're meant to be comfortable in the 6. And here you are in your first 6 performance against a league team. And you're stinking it up. João Felix, he actually disgusted me today. He was the worst of the lot. This guy was a joke. All he did was just spam shoot like a 6-year-old playing FIFA. And you're meant to be the 10. Either that or you're out of position while we're transitioning on the ball, just ignoring runners around you, or your shit touches giving the ball away. I'd rather have Nkunku playing in the 10 because the only time he looked good in the game was when he was in a 10 position, carrying the ball from the defensive third to the attack. So I'd rather just play him there. At least he's had moments this season. João Felix had nothing bar a goal off the bench against Wolves and 2 goals against Panathinaikos in a game that he didn't do anything other than those moments. Who else? Badiashile, Disasi, Dumb and Dumber, but again, Disasi's at right back. I can't really say too much about that. Vega looked out of his depth. Tosin, best of a bad bunch in the defense, but only really good with some pass in the second half. He put a chance on a plate for João Felix, and he didn't even put it on target. It's just disgusting. Just disgusting. And like I said with Maresca, I understand load management. We haven't had an injury. We've got no injuries in our squad. Great. But that doesn't mean we have to leave half the first team at home. We don't. Because we should have been aware or like had a plan for a situation where we were down in the game. We didn't. Like, you could have had Jackson travel up. You could have had Neto travel up. You could have had Caicedo travel up. All of these guys, I know people are going to say, oh, but we want to show that we can win a game without Palmer. Great. But when you're 2-0 down, fuck the ego. And just put him on the pitch. We didn't even bring Palmer on. We only made 1 sub, I think, and that was Noni for Dewsbury Hall. That was the most obvious sub to make out of the lot. Naive bench. Very naive bench. And that's my problem with Maresca. That's about it. Everything else, the players were enough to win the game. They fumbled it. But it's not good enough. And now I see copium from Chelsea fans like, oh, I don't care about the Carabao Cup. Hey, shut the fuck up. You man all cared when we were in the final last season, you dickheads. And you want to talk about, oh, I don't care about it anymore. Like, what? We're in our biggest trophy drought in 2 years. 20 years. And you want to talk about, oh, I don't care about the Carabao Cup. Shut the fuck up. Or it was this or the Manchester United game. It's not Thursday to Sunday. It's Wednesday to Sunday. There's an extra day's rest. You could have brought the players along. Ultimately, we treated Newcastle like they were a championship or a League One side. And we shouldn't have done that. Games like this are an example of why we shouldn't have. Have the options there so we can at least rely on them if it comes to that point. And at least with Maresca, I know it's a learning curve. It's nothing else except a criticism of the way he handled this game. But now we've lost the cup. Just like that, 1 cup's gone down the window. I'm greedy. I know I'm winning the Conference League. I want another trophy. We got another opportunity to it. City have just gone out. Fucking City have just gone out the cup.
True,
that's one of the 2 clubs I was actually worried about playing. And now we've just fell off as well. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. The whole attacking line, bar Mudryk, needs to hang their heads in shame. João Felix, literal disgrace to the shirt today. Enzo Fernandez, same energy. So it's a fucking mess. Bopped off the park by an out-of-form Newcastle team. These men had one open play goal in the last 350 minutes before this game.
Jesus.
I don't think they had a win in a month. They didn't have a win in a month going into this. 42 days without a Premier League win. For this joke, I know we're on an upward trajectory, but that don't mean I should be happy with this defeat. This was a piss take. This was an absolute piss take, and now it's cost us a cup competition. Great. I'm not hearing no copium about this game. It was a disgrace.
First, I'm just looking at your lineup now to see who was actually on your bench, because you mentioned the bench here. So let me just have a look. So Madueke got on. So Colwell was there, Bettinelli, Chukwuemeka, Cole Palmer.
We had
Ben
two
Chilwell,
goalkeepers
Cassidy,
on the bench.
Guehi and Bergstrom. So yeah, you could have went a bit stronger in regards to your
It's
bench.
not even a
I'm happy with-
Conference League game. I get in Europe, you have to do that. We don't have to do it in the cup.
Yeah, it's a Premier
Bring
League side. It's a
Jackson up.
Premier League side too. You dress like you were going up against League One or a Championship side.
Yeah.
And
And
so
Palmer
what?
didn't get on the pitch.
Why did we leave the first teamers at home when we're going away to a Premier League side?
Yeah.
Stupid. I just hope he learns from it, and I think he will too. So, like, no real alarm bells ringing with the manager. It's just more some of these players. Felix, pattern up. Enzo, pattern up. And Kunku, like, I say
Totally.
pattern up as well, but I've just come to the conclusion he's a 10. This whole versatile thing is bollocks, bro. He ain't no 9. He ain't no winger. He's a 10. And that's it. Just play him in the 10 or just don't even bother. I'd rather have him as a backup 10 option than Felix. Felix ain't done nothing with me. Man's just selfish. Selfish as shit. Maybe at the very least, you could have thrown him onto the right wing instead of Dewsbury Hall. At least then he can focus on taking on players and spamming shots. Because I don't need him to be selfless on the wing. Either be selfish or be direct. Or selfless or be direct. Put Dewsbury Hall into the midfield where he's actually comfortable. He was so lost on that right side. And we left him there with a centre-back turned right-back who turns like a truck in the sassy. It
Yeah,
got
that's
to
a
the
bad
point
right-hand
where
side.
they weren't even bothering on the left-hand side. They were just focusing everything onto their right. Because what's the point?
Damn, because there's no threat from that right hand side with Disasi and Dewsbury
Not,
Hall.
it's this Sassy and Dewsbury Hall, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
But do you think though, Maresca, because you said load management, but do you also feel there's a part where you felt like, no, we just played Newcastle. I have an idea how Newcastle are. I can do them with this lineup. Or do you think he just threw the cup game today?
No. I don't think he threw the cup either. It's in the middle. That the starting 11 says that to me. But even with that, have the options available if it doesn't work. Because it's not the home game, it's away. It's different this time. Like, he rotated, obviously, because he thought the B team would be able to do something against them. I have no issues with that. My problem is that we left Caicedo, we left Neto, we left Jackson, we left so many other options available for us at home.
Yeah.
And
That
that's
makes
the
no
naivety
difference.
for me. If you're Maresca, only the bench. That's my only problem. Or just keep not taking Dewsbury Hall out of the right earlier. Bar that, he did enough for us to win, and the players are the ones that let him down.
Hold on. I'm not on camera yet, Lewis. But I gotta ask the question because I see TJ just there like a rock, not even paying attention or asking anything. But you have
Nah,
a
I
big
think he's
game
frozen,
coming up
though.
this weekend.
Nah, he's
TJ's frozen.
Yeah, he's frozen.
Yeah,
He did say that in the private chat because there's tornadoes in his area, so hopefully he's good. Yeah, that's why he's gone off. Go on,
Okay,
go on.
all right. You got a big game on the weekend, don't you, Lewis? Maybe the manager is looking at not even wanting those players putting in any minutes because of the game on the weekend. Isn't that fair?
No, fuck that. Because like, even with that in mind, like, off the bench, it's not like you draw and then you go to extra time. It's straight to pens.
Yeah,
So what, 45 minutes on a Wednesday to Sunday schedule? It's not that deep. It's really not that deep where, you played them for 45 minutes and suddenly they're tired for the Manchester United test. Respectfully, the biggest test when it comes to Manchester United is us, not them.
True.
It's us, and can we actually go there and win for once in our fucking lives? So, it's not a that thing. Like, it's Thursday, Sunday, I might listen to it, and even then, I think you could have still brought them on. 30 minutes. Fuck it. We didn't even bring Palmer off the bench. We left him there.
Yeah, he was on the bench still. He was on the bench.
It's poor. It's poor from us.
Oh, good, TJ. You got any other more questions, Vader? I know what you're like. I know you got more questions.
I mean, I got questions with regards to, I mean, the naivete that could be said about the manager is kind of fair, but I think he just had a lot more confidence in these players. And I hear Lewis's point in terms of the players that should have been options to come onto the pitch. But this squad, and Lewis, you could disagree, this squad, I think, should have been good enough to beat Newcastle. Or no.
So the starting 11, I agree. But where we're disagreeing is the bench. You should have had available options, first team options available, if they aren't in that sort of position. Just to secure it. Not like 2 goalkeepers, Mark Hiu. Who the fuck else was there too?
Yeah, I'm looking
like
here. I've got the bench
just
here.
Sitting there warming a bench.
Yeah, Cole Palmer. Cassidy was there, so it was Madueke who got
we
Colwell.
gave Ben Chilwell a spot on the bench for what?
Yeah, Chukwemeka, Ben Chilwell, Cassidy, Guehi.
This man might as well be a mascot. He don't even get into our Conference League squad. We only brought him off the bench against Barrow when we were like, 5-0 up. Why the fuck did he get a spot on the bench? So naive. Yeah. Starting 11, fine. That was enough. The bench should have had stronger options.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Why was Dewsbury Hall playing right wing? What's that about? Can he play right wing?
Nah, it was an emergency option because we'd already left all the players in London and Sancho pulled up with that illness in the last minute.
Okay, because Sancho would have played him. Sancho.
And even then, I'm thinking, if I'm the manager, I'm dead ass switching in with Felix after 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah. No,
we'll get the best out of the pair of them.
No, that's fair enough. I fully hear that without doubt. I hear you. Hey, before we continue, you lot run up the likes. There's over 40 of you lot in the building. We're only at 23 likes. Let's get up to 50 likes, yo, people. I know it's only 44, but hey, we can
get the likes up. I'll be in studio in 3 minutes, fellas.
Yeah, run up the likes, no stress. Hit that subscribe button as well. I'll get to the better questions too shortly. People have obviously started the next round as well, and Warrior J have started Pep's comments on Manchester City as well. Hey, Jez, what are you saying? Obviously, Spurs have gone through. You confident of getting to the final? Obviously, Manchester United at home. What was your thoughts? Not the most ideal draw, but not the worst case scenario draw.
To be honest, it all depends on the draw. If you in a scenario where if we beat Man United, we obviously then through to the semi-final. I think it would generally give the players a confidence boost. Where I feel like if we do play a stronger side, we could at least have the shot to the final. But I feel like what would let us down is the quality in the end of the day, which just why I wouldn't be confident. But it's kind of like, let me actually see what this Man United game is going to be like, and then I go from there. I need to see what happens and all that. And I know closer to time I would know. But if you ask me, no, not necessarily confident considering the sides we're in. Like, you're talking about Liverpool still been in there, Arsenal still been in there. Human obviously in there. Will be playing next. Who else in there? Who else in there still?
I'll tell you the draw now. Give me 1 second. I'll tell you. So it's Newcastle versus Brentford, Arsenal versus Crystal Palace, Southampton versus Liverpool, and Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester United.
So like, even if Newcastle necessarily haven't been great this season, they have been picking up results. So you can't underestimate Newcastle, especially if it's an away game. Actually, no. Is Wembley only in the final, or is
Wembley? Yeah, it'd be Wembley. Yeah.
Is semi-final as well, or just final?
I think it's both. Let me know in the chat. I swear it's both. It was both last year.
Was it both?
Was it both? No, was it not both last year?
I know FA Cup is both. They just chat. Let me know if semi-final is Wembley as well. But if semi-final isn't Wembley, so obviously it would be important then who we draw. But like I said, I'm just happy that we're here, and I'm just focused on Man United now.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair enough. In regards to, I get to Manchester United because there isn't really too much to talk about in terms of the game itself. It was everything I wanted to see from a Ten Hagless Manchester United in the first game. I had people on my watch along and they're complaining about the lineup. Not everybody, some of the people. I didn't care about the lineup. He could have played whatever 11. I was just happy Ten Hag was gone. I wanted the players to go out there, be playing with confidence, expressing themselves, trying things, going forward, and trying to put Leicester to the sword. And we did that. We put Leicester to the sword. We played 4-2-3-1. It was Agate and Casemiro in the midfield. Agate was the one that sat. Casemiro bombed on. Casemiro did the box-to-box role. He got forward, as you've seen from his 2 goals. Obviously, the first one being a banger. He almost got a hat-trick, actually, and defensively he was doing his business. Agate was in the midfield, putting out fires. I think it was more ball recoveries than anybody else, and keeping the ball. Even Bruno had a good game. Everybody. I can't even point. The worst player on the pitch was probably Lindelof. And he wasn't bad. He was just Lindelof at moments. There was times where he was struggling against Ayew. But I wanted us to put Leicester City to the sword, and that's exactly what we did. That's exactly what we did. Like, we scored 5, but the aim, I always talk about intent. The intent and the aim was to score 10. We was trying to score double figures, and people will talk about the opposition like Manchester United having struggled against weak opposition pretty much all of Ten Hag's reign. So to see that, it was great. Like I mentioned there, Agate, me and Eddie couldn't believe it. So when I seen Agate do a back heel in the midfield, I was like, what is going on? I seen him, he picked up the ball and like he drove a pass into someone. Casemiro's passing range. Bruno dummying the ball for the Casemiro goal and Casemiro sticking the top bins. Garnacho and Rashford played well. Xerxes was busy as well. Dalot was offering good width on the right-hand side as well. De Ligt was De Ligt. Bayern could have done better for their first goal, but other than that was fine as well. But just players playing with confidence. And Eddie pointed this out on the watch along. Look at Diallo when he's coming on the pitch. Look at Diallo when he's getting subbed on today or yesterday technically. And look how he looked when he was getting subbed on against Fenerbahce. Get the split screen and see the 2 differences of the happiness in Diallo's face when he's getting on the pitch today. And then the contrast. Everyone was miserable. I said that. Anyone that's played Mario Kart, I keep using that same analogy in regards to it's when the cloud is over you. That's what it was. And I just wanted the players to go out there and be confident. I didn't care about what lineup we played. I didn't care whatsoever because I knew the players would play better. You know why? Because we were miserable. Saeed tweeted it out and someone put it in the chat because he goes to all the games for those that don't know. It was like a Champions League atmosphere. You would have thought. Not Leicester at home in the Carabao Cup in midweek in late October. But the place was jumping and you seen that. And everyone was just, like I said, just ecstatic and it was just positive. And I expect this to carry on. Obviously, Ruben Amorim won't be in charge for the Chelsea game. Probably won't be there for the Europa League game against PAOK or Leicester again when we play them in the league. But he'll be back for the Ipswich game. But over the moon, and Ruud van Nistelrooy has 3 very winnable games. Of course, Chelsea are going to be tougher on the weekend because Chelsea are a much better outfit than Leicester City. Of course, it's going to be a tough game. But again, I expect the place to be rocking. It's Chelsea coming to town. It's going to be a big game. And I'm expecting the players to perform. Obviously, I want the result, but I'm looking for a performance as well. I'm looking for good vibes. Oh, yeah, Eli. You could definitely tell that people were lying to themselves about Ten Hag's facts. Look at the difference. No, and people talk about the standard of players and all that. Look at the difference. Look at the difference. Like I said, I seen Agate. I seen triangles. I seen us playing one-touch football in the midfield. I seen us have 2 players in the midfield. It was crazy. He played Casemiro next to Agate, and our midfield just didn't get run through. Who would have thought that you played 2 competent players in there who have defensive now so they can do the job? None of this lone 6 business. And yes, again, it's Leicester, but we've watched Manchester United struggle against teams worse than Leicester. Let's not get that misunderstood. We've seen us struggle badly, and there was no struggle, and Leicester had moments in the game. No game misunderstood. In the second half, they started off that second half very, very well when it was 4-2. Yeah, African cat triangles. You know what I'm saying? 1-2s, given goals. The basics. Something I've been crying out for. And these men are all professional footballers. They can do the basics. They can do. I'm not asking for anything extravagant or extraordinary. Hey, Eli, the cast slander, yeah, people are quiet now because he'd been playing well before this. He had the one bad game against Liverpool where he was horrendous. Then he didn't play for a while, got back in the team, and even games before he's been playing well and nobody said anything. Like Spurs, when he got on against 10 men, when he played well against Spurs. I think he played in the Fenerbahce game, the Porto game away, played well. A Villa away, he played well. Palace game, he played well. He's not been playing world class, but he's been playing to a good level. You know why? Because he's a good player. And notice, when you put him in a good system, all of a sudden, he just looks much better. And this is Ruud van Nistelrooy. Ruud ain't switched it up. Man ain't giving him the super soldier serum. Not in the slightest. Like Sunshine had a bar when we was on the watch along, and she said his legs have not fallen off. You know, his legs haven't gone. They were shackled. Bars. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. Bars. You see it? Imagine Cass playing in the right position next to Agate. And all of a sudden we don't have an issue progressing the ball. All of a sudden, not every time Bayern Deer had the ball or De Ligt had the ball, we're trying to play out from the back. Sometimes just kick it long. Sometimes, and yes, is there deficiencies? Of course there's still deficiencies in the team. However, this just shows that we've already seen an improvement in the Manchester United team. Just off Ten Hag leaving. And it's not like Van Nistelrooy was some mastermind who's implemented an absolute phenomenal system and it's great tactics. Man just said, yeah, go out there and vibes. That's what that man did. Just go out there and vibes. You might not confident go. You know what to do. I say it to team and pro clubs. Hey, you might know exactly what to do. I don't need to say anything. If we play well, we're going to put this team to the sword, and that's what we did. We treated Leicester City like it was Leicester City, and I wasn't concerned that we were going to lose. I was confident literally from before the game or during the game that Manchester United were going to win it. I can't remember the last time that I've been able to say that with confidence. So here we are. I don't know if any of you might want to chime in on that, on the game. Obviously, I know you man were probably watching your own games, but more so.
Yeah, I did. No, I didn't watch the game, but I didn't watch the game, but I said it before, man. Like a new voice can just make a difference. Just even if it's not maybe gonna be long, but for the short term, it can make just a huge difference. So, well, just not surprised that United just got the result. And yeah, man. Other than that, like I said, I didn't watch the game, so I can't comment any further than that.
Well, but like literally, that's what it is. And Spoob said it. What you mean, play the player in his actual position? That can't be right. Who would have thought, that playing a player in his correct position will help that player perform to a better level? Mad. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And who would have thought it? That you don't need 11 world-class players to beat Leicester City at home in the Carabao Cup. But people would have had you believe in that. It's crazy that. To be a competent unit and compete. We actually went out there and was competitive. Closing down, trying to tackle. And yeah, we made mistakes and Leicester scored a couple good goals, especially the first one. First one was a very, very good goal and they competed, but we're better than Leicester City. So therefore, that's why the game was 5-2 and it could have been more. They might have been able to score more, but we could have scored more. We actually looked threatening. How many shots did we have? It was like 25 shots. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Well, something like that. Who would have thought?
No, you speed or reverse the fact.
Yeah, and our attack, don't get misunderstood, is still limited. Them players are still limited, but guess what? Hey, a system helps. Tactics helps. Who would have thought it? Lord of man. Yo, you lot have blood on your hands on my life.
I
try.
This is why I was like I was so disappointed, and I kept saying that Ten Hag was just hitting his stride of being an absolute fraud, and that's why we were all bummed to see him pick up for Vader because he's a fraud. But everybody was so bummed because he brought Manchester United down a level, and now like I bet all Ruud said when he walked into that locker room was, "You guys are Manchester United. Go out there and play like it." And that's all you need to know, and that's what you saw today.
See,
Vader's covering his face because he's Manchester City and he played like Manchester United under Ten Hag today. But that's all we got to. But that's a whole nother subject. Oh, and he also played like that against Southampton on the weekend, but he's not going to talk about that either.
But yeah, Warrior Jake, 23 shots. And the thing is, there was 23 shots of like quality. It wasn't just like 23 pot shots or P-rollers or comfortable shots for the keeper to save. If he had a cap on, he could have threw them on. It was actually well worked. Even the Garnacho goal, it's a well-worked goal. The Casemiro ball over the top to Dalot. Dalot squaring it to Garnacho. Garnacho, good finish. Even if Garnacho misses that or Dalot's cross gets cut out. Intent. That's what I talk about all the time. The intent was there. I said this before, and what do you want to see? Hey, bodies flying forward. Go and try and score. Like, I don't get this. Like, we can't go into the opposition's area in final third. But yeah, go on, Vaya, man. Thoughts? I know you got plenty to say. Floor's yours, man.
I mean, yeah, I got lots to say. I don't know where to start. Do I talk about the City game versus Spurs?
We'll go United and then we'll go to the City game.
Yeah.
So get your thoughts on the United game and then we'll go City. Yeah.
Let me stick with this United talk. And again, I'm happy for you. The news of Ten Hag and the sacking, all of you United fans were very happy.
You're such a fraud.
No, I'm actually happy. I'm happy for them. They got what they wanted. Now, when it comes down to this game in particular, I'll be honest with you. I've only seen the extended highlights. I need to actually go back and watch this to talk proper about it. I'm not going to waffle and make things up if I don't have the information. But I'll say this: after listening to what you had to say, Flawless, I think this club still has too much player power. I think player power is the reason why you weren't seeing performances like these with Erik ten Hag. I think he obviously lost the locker room. He lost the players' attention and their confidence and their trust, because this performance, these goals versus Leicester, they should have been doing this. They should have been at least playing to this level. The effort that you talk about, getting in 50-50s, challenging the pace, the just competing, they should have been showing this.
Absolutely.
So the low of all players, that fraud of a player was on a mission. I don't know who talked to him, but he versus West Ham is why Erik ten Hag is gone. Delo put in that work. I've never seen him that bad. That wide open should have been a goal, easy settings. Nah, he should be praised by every United fan. He can't do any wrong because obviously he did what you guys wanted. He got the man out of it.
Salute to him. Big up West Ham and Lopetegui, man. Like, West Ham just went up in my estimation. They did what needed to be done, man. I never liked West Ham before this. Shout out to West Ham, man. My second favorite London team now. But as you were, Vega. Let's go.
So I just want to point out this player power is obviously clearly evident because for this performance versus Leicester, how good you guys look, the goals being scored, it is what it is. Now, I've been enjoying the last couple of days. Yeah. The United content has been fun to consume. The giddiness, like just before New Year's, like that type of energy. Everybody's it's on for a New Year. You know, New Year's Eve when everybody's amped up, everybody's ready to go out. Everybody's like, yes, we going to the game. We're going to the party. All of that was happening. It was so good to see, and there was no disappointment. Every man got a kiss. Every girl got a dance. This game, everybody was happy. I didn't hear any real criticism of the starting 11. I didn't hear.
Said enough is enough.
Hey,
you know why? You know why you didn't hear no criticism of the 11 from me? I kept saying this, man. I've just got out. I did 25 years in jail and just got out. I don't care about anything that's going on. I'm enjoying my first week out. Hey, to all Manchester United fans, happy Independence Week, man. I legit feel like I just got
out of jail and they're asking you about politics.
Yeah, facts. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, Lewis, about whose politics and what wars are going on and all this type of stuff. Yo, I don't care. I've just got out of jail, man. That's where I'm at. People try to complain to me about the lineup. He could have played 11 youth players. He could have had a whole squad full of youth. I would not have cared. I would not have cared. Obviously, I want us to win, but yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, he could have played the same 11 that Ten Hag had the last game. United fans would not have cared. And I get that. Like I said, it's like New Year's Eve. Don't care. Where's the party at? Who's going to be there? No one cares. They're just going. Okay. New Year's Eve. I hear it. Now, this whole reset is good. It's good to watch. I mean, I can't lie to you and say I haven't seen this before, but that's the energy you're supposed to have. You got a new manager. You're supposed to be all giddy. Now, I do want to say the fact that you guys do play Spurs, that's good drama. That's great drama. That is great drama. Because, relax your face, DJ. The reason why it's great drama is because City aren't in it, obviously, and had it been, great stuff. I mean,
you guys went out earlier last year. Why is that great drama?
It's great drama for what's about to happen with the United versus Spurs.
Okay.
It's not great drama.
I'm just reminding the people that you guys bombed out last year against Newcastle.
Yeah, we bombed out last year, and all of these, we bombed out last year. So the excuse of City is preventing Arsenal or Arteta from getting trophies doesn't fly.
Why? I didn't say anything about it. I didn't say why are you saying Arteta? I didn't say anything about Arteta. We bombed out.
Why
to
are
West
you
Ham.
mentioning City? I can't speak about Arteta. Why are you so protective of Arteta?
I cannot believe this guy just pivoted to Arteta. I didn't even bring up Arsenal.
The point is, Arsenal haven't won a trophy since the
here we go.
FA Cup. But there's no reason to blame it on Manchester City. There's no reason to blame it on us because we haven't been in it. Like you said, we crashed out early last year. So the excuse for Arsenal, and I won't say your man Arteta, but the reason for Arsenal winning the Carabao, not winning this League Cup, has nothing to do with us. And we're out of it again. So the drama is beautiful. The drama is great because you know what? the big bad wolf is not in the tournament. And I hear Lewis's point where he's like upset because he's like, yo, City's out here. And we just gave a chance away
Just
from winning
about
the
to
trophy
say that.
when they were in it for the finals last year. So I get all that. I hear it. Now, I'm going to sit back.
We would have got Brentford in the next round too at home.
Yeah, yeah, you would have got Brentford at home. Hey, glad that because for some reason people like fans don't. I value all trophies. Of course, there's a prestige to all
That's the
trophies, but I
copium
value
they're
all
doing
trophies.
now. Who cares about the Carabao
Mickey
Cup anyway?
Mouse
I will curb stomp your face into the fucking mat about that bullshit. Remember what team you support, like we're fucking Arsenal or Tottenham. No offense.
Hey, we got European trophies. We got European trophies. We got European trophies. All I have to say.
You said,
Two of them.
but
Nobody
yeah.
is starving more than Jez, though. By the way, let's just
Flawless.
get that.
Hey, to be fair, I just had some dinner. To be fair,
I got knocked
This
out.
guy's an idiot. Yeah, go on, talk to me, Veo.
Flawless, I just got knocked out. Got
Absolutely.
knocked out. But you know what? I'm still reclining in my chair. I still got my feet
Absolutely.
up on the desk. I mean,
Yeah,
I looked at my squad, and here's where you got to play chess, not checkers, right? Here's where you actually have to look at the situation. My squad's depleted. I don't have the luxury of Lewis, where I'm able to play a B side in these cup runs and then play a side with regards to the league. Look at who I put out on this pitch. TJ keeps bringing up the fact that I crashed out of here. I had McAtee get a little shine. I had Nico O'Reilly get a little shine. I had Rico Lewis. Obviously, Rico Lewis has played in the first team for a lot, but he's still a young player. I was makeshifting a starting 11 out there. Foden playing false nine. And once I see players dropping, once I see an injury like Savinho, nah. We're not going to be stressing over this. This is going to be a 3-horse race. Arsenal, despite TJ not having confidence as a manager, they're going to be in it probably till the end. The fact that Liverpool are in it and you had Slot first year manager, it's going to be one of those where we got to pick and choose what we do. We got to pick and choose. The League Cup, that ain't it for us.
yeah. It's the lowest hanging fruit for you. Like, I
It's
do
the
agree
low.
with that.
And you know what I'm stressed about though, Flawless?
Go on, talk about it.
I'm stressed that I still wanted the club to perform better. I still wanted us to get a draw and maybe go out on penalties, but I still want the competitiveness in me, right? And when I see weak fans wanting the weakest run to a final, I'm like, they said it. One of the greatest managers, or sorry, not managers, wrestlers to have ever done it said, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. Not if you want to be the best, you play the weakest. Show some winning tough mentality. Come on. Now the
Stop
fact
it.
that City's out there.
can I ask a question?
Stop
Can I-
it.
can I-
Stop it. Go on, Jess. This guy trying to describe.
But to be fair though, like I heard the whole point of like if you wanna be the best, you have to be the best, all that stuff. Yeah. But
Yeah.
if you get to the final, you technically. But if you get into the if you're playing the best team in the final, if you get to the final, you're technically playing the best team in the whole competition as well as you, because you two are in the final.
No, I hear the journey of it. 100% I hear the journey of it. And I agree with you. But when you're wishing for the strongest team to be out of the tourney,
Absolutely.
that's where I disagree. And again, we're all built differently. But I want to point this out.
Because I'm winning at all costs, as we've discussed on many occasions, Vale. And give me the easiest
know.
possible route. So if City,
I
I
know.
wanted Arsenal to go out, I wanted Chelsea to go out, I wanted Liverpool to go out today.
Nah, you know what? I want my cups the way I want my ladies. I don't want them easy. But that's a different story. Now, when we look at what's happening with
Hey, don't lie,
Russell Lee-
man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Please
yeah.
don't lie.
You guys out here
Don't
talking.
lie.
lie, because I know in the past, before you were settled down and that, you got that you up text randomly and you was like, yeah, I'm on my way. Don't do that. Exactly. Yes, exactly.
You know what?
Chills.
This is a
Exactly.
panel show. We'll do this on a one-on-one show, but we won't be talking about this on the panel. Hey, listen.
And to be fair, I'm in a toxic relationship, so I get it.
You're in a what relationship?
I'm in a toxic relationship in my football club, so I get it. So I get it. What I'm saying.
I hear it.
Oh, man.
Nah, but listen. I'm actually not disappointed with the fact that we lost. I'm not disappointed because in the long run, I think TJ's familiar with this. I got bigger fish to fry. So I'm gonna let this League Cup go. I'm gonna see how you guys handle it, who ends up being the winner of it. And we move on. Now, I think TJ brought up Southampton.
Yes,
and
you
I won't
mentioned
spend
Southampton.
I won't spend too much time on it. You're on mute, TJ, because you have nothing good to say. I won't spend much
You guys
time on
stunk. You guys stunk. And,
And
and
let
if
me
it
address
wasn't for
this.
refereeing decisions, you guys would have conceded. And that bum Aaron Ramsdale. Anyway, he actually might have made Southampton worse, by the way, but that's another topic.
What is the intimate, romantic relationship of Arsenal fans and referees? Why is it that they always?
I'm not making excuses for ours, dude. You watched that Man City match just like I did. Like that was ridiculous. That was ridiculous. And I'm not even. I haven't even talked about Arsenal and referees in the context, and I won't because we deserved that draw against Liverpool. I'm not making excuses, but that Man City Southampton match was a joke. That was a joke.
Okay.
You guys had so many decisions go, so many 50-50 decisions go your way. It was a fucking joke.
You know why? You know why it seems that way, TJ? I'm gonna break down the psychology of sports.
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
Sit down. Sit back with your Blair Witch lighting over there.
Dude, I'm having a candlelight. I'm having a candlelight vigil for your Carabao Cup run.
Enjoy it, and you better win this, TJ. You better win this cup. You know who has the pressure on winning this thing? You guys. Of all the other clubs remaining in here, you're right. Better hope and pray. Light a candle of prayer that you win this cup because you're going to need it. But I must say this. My performance versus Southampton, you're right. It was stinky. It was ugly. And despite all of that, as poor as I looked, I'm at the top of the table. As poor as I looked, I'm still leading this league right now. And I'm hearing everything. Listen, I don't look good. This ain't no Vaderade either. Listen, I don't.
We agreed on this yesterday when our Wi-Fi's went down at the same time last week, even though we was online on here together. Yeah, we agreed. Yeah, remember we had that conversation, Vader, when we spoke about City not looking their best, not keeping clean sheets, defensively not being at it, injuries, offensively you ain't been at it. Where Liverpool on the flip side have been great, informed team, slot breaking all the records. Van Dijk arguably the best centre back in form in the league. Gravenberch the same from a midfield area. The partnership of Van Dijk and Kanate. Gravenberch and McAllister. Salah doing what Salah does. That all being said though, there's only a 1 point gap between you. But I digress. Go on, floor's yours, Vader.
Listen, TJ brought it up. I didn't look good versus Southampton. He wants to point out that I'm getting all these referee decisions. You know what? We need a side to play offensively. We need a side to actually play with courage. We need a side to actually dictate play. The calls seem to go your way because you're in possession of the ball mostly.
You dictated play in a 1-0 win against the worst team in the league.
So you're looking at the final score despite not looking at the entire game 90 minutes. But I wouldn't expect
scored in the first 5 minutes and it looked like dog shit the rest of the match.
No. Listen, this is where you look. You're looking at highlights rather than looking at the entire game.
Let's be real.
I deserve to win that game. However you want to look at it.
Ramsdale look like prime Schmeichel out there, even though he has zero composure. Like it's absolutely
have the
insane.
Games of their lives versus Manchester City. This is the 4P trouble winners. When we come to when we come to a game or they come to our house, everybody shows their absolute best. It's like the Super Bowl. As an American, you know what the Super Bowl means. It's the biggest show.
I'm so glad you're not in my house right now because the gas you're letting off, my house would explode.
I'm just spitting facts, and I'm reclined, chill because you know what? Like you said, I'm not looking very good. Flawless went through the list of what's happening over at my club. I happen to believe that my club actually may not go out and get another player in this transfer window. So this is it. So the fact that we don't have this cup run to deal with, I'm actually calm with. Now, the bigger fish to fry also means that there's more pressure on the FA Cup. There's more pressure on the League Cup. And 100% this different Champions League format, I need to make sure that I'm in the top 8 and we move from there. But hey, guys, you see how giddy, how happy? Actually, you didn't see it because TJ talking about gas. You know how gassed he was backstage before the show even went off? That's why his lights are out. I'm surprised he's actually able to light a candle because the gas fumes must be mad high. He's high off the gas. Now, we're out of this. We're out of the League Cup. It's for all of you guys to win. I'm going to sit back, relax. Hopefully my players get healthy and see who owns it. Selfishly, I'd like to see Spurs get this. I would. I'd like to see Spurs get this thing.
I ain't gonna lie, just for chaos purposes, if it's not United, I'm with you on that, baby.
We all knew that already.
I want. Hey man, like hey, the enemy. Hey, it's about the friendships that you make on the way, man. This is what they say, man. It's all I'm saying. So like United Spurs, Whatever goes through, man. Good luck, man.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, that's what I'm at with it, man. Whoever wins that, I wanted to win the competition. I hear that. But TJ, your thoughts on both the City going out to Spurs yesterday, technically now if you're in the UK, and their performance against Southampton as well? Because like Vader said, we was talking before the show. So yeah, talk to us.
It was coming, and nobody deserves it more than Vader and the Man City fans on this platform. I'm not gonna lie. Hamza, you can hold that. LB, you can hold that. Vader, you can hold that. Anybody else that I've done content with that dumb
before TJ continues
from Manchester City, you can hold that. I don't care. I'm shameless about it. Jan, you can hold that. I've only done one show with you. Jan, you can also hold that.
Oh yeah, Jan can hold that.
Everybody can get it. Because the amount of shit that I've heard from you guys over the last 5 years.
I need more respect in your voice. I have a Ballon d'Or winner.
I'm gonna every time Man City goes out of a cup, an angel gets his wings. I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's gonna be fantastic. And look, at the end of the day, you came out of this damaged, Vader. Savinho cooking on the right for you guys. I was hearing he's going to be the next big thing, the next big Brazilian for you guys. And now he's out for an extended period of time, it looks like. And you're just over there doing the little cucaracha like you're not worried about it. Your performances have not been good. Like, can you admit that? You
don't like how we play in Champions League?
A little bit of neutrality and admit that your performances have not been good.
Overall or just in the league?
Overall.
I've been happy with Champions League. I'll be real with you. I've been happy with our Champions League performance.
That's fine.
When it comes down to the league, this is it. TJ, tell me if you've heard this before. City don't look like City.
Here we go. No.
I'm just tell me if you have. Tell me if you've.
No, I've heard it before, and I know this movie. We're on Rocky 5 right now. Like, I get it. I understand what you're about to say, but right now in this current context.
Yes.
After winning against Southampton due to refereeing decisions.
Oh, stop! Okay.
You have to admit, man, that it's worrying. And Pep Guardiola goes on and does that embarrassing post games, blaming, saying that his players are tired. Well, you have one less game to worry. You have one less competition to worry about now. So for us still in the league, obviously in the league in a title race, that's worrying for me. I the only thing that
did he blame it on being tired?
What?
Did he blame it on being tired?
Yes. I've got some of Pep's quotes here. Pep said this. I'll tell you now.
No, okay, TJ.
This is some of the quotes.
It's normal. Many here. Go ahead.
I only saw bits and pieces of that game, and even I thought that high line was suicidal.
Yep.
So yeah, Pep says here on Manchester City's growing injury list, it's normal. Many years playing 11 months at the end, the limit of the players is there. So we have to understand it. But 11 players will be in Bournemouth. He goes on to say on Akanji's injury, I didn't even know, pardon me, Akanji was injured in the last action, felt something in the muscular part of his body, and today in the warm-up, he didn't feel good. He said, no, I can take the risk. And I think he said no. I think it was no, don't do it. Warrior J, I didn't manage to start that bit, but I didn't even know he was having an injury. But I didn't know about the tired bit.
No, when Arsenal, don't worry though. But when Arsenal are injured, it's no excuse FC. But when Man City has injuries, oh well, we had injuries. No, we were tired. We mailed this one in, guys.
Yeah, that's a point to refer.
No. You know what? If Donald Trump gets elected, he needs to change the U.S. schooling system because it has nothing to do with excuses. All right, it has nothing to do with excuses. There are no excuses because we get the results. What Arsenal do is they don't get the results. They're no, but there's not an excuse. It's pointing out that we had players injured. We are out. We've had players playing for many competitions, playing to the very end of the season, playing for multiple trophies. TJ, you don't know what I'm talking about. But when it comes down to the players being ready for what's next, he's saying, listen, they will be ready. The 11 will be ready moving forward. Hey, like you said, I crashed out earlier than this last year. So it is what it is. Players will be right for the FA Cup. Players will be right for the league. Players will be right for the Champions League. And to your point, I don't look good. But the funny thing is, when you do this, TJ, you got these other fingers pointing right back at you.
Lord of mercy,
so I look bad. I look bad as you point at me. I look bad. But how do you look, TJ?
We looked great. We looked great today. We won 3-0.
Oh, now you want to talk about today versus the. Okay. You want to talk about today and not the league.
I can talk about my game if you want.
We gonna get to both. So TJ, you're first and foremost. Actually, before we get to that, run up the likes because we're not even at 40 likes. So get us to 40 likes, you lot. Hit the subscribe button as well. So yeah, TJ, first and
We're
foremost.
not 40 likes.
No, we're not even at 40 likes.
That's embarrassing.
Let's get up to 40 likes, you lot. Let's get up to
Hey,
40
Chuck,
likes.
Guys moving like Pep in a post-game press conference.
No, you guys are moving like Timo Werner if he gets more than 2 chances. It's ridiculous. We're gonna put the Werner tax on you, chat, if you don't get the lights up, man.
Yeah, run up the likes. But yeah, TJ, thoughts on your win against Preston?
Expected. What? And this guy, I'm gonna start from top to bottom in terms of performance. In terms of performers today, Ethan Nwaneri. This kid is going to be a star. He deserves to start against Newcastle. Start him against Newcastle. He should have had 3 today. He had 1 off the bar and an absolute worldie. And again, you have to consider his competition. It was a very mid-Preston team, a bunch of NPCs. The only one that I recognized was Sam Greenwood. He did very well today. They had one other defender that kept clearing it off the line. I'm gonna get to that when Raheem the Dream Sterling kept trying to score. But anyway, I'll get to that. But Ethan Nwaneri, man, this guy was creating inside the box, outside of the box, in the final third.
Hold on. Let me stop you. You want Ethan
all over the pitch? It was awesome.
You want Ethan to start over who? What do you want in the midfield?
What I want in Nwaneri, Marino, Rice, or Partey Rice, either way.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I don't want to see this 3 CDM BS against Newcastle. I don't want to see it. I don't, man. No, I'm tired of it. It was extremely negative. I think that was part of the reason why we lost against Bournemouth. Obviously, the 10 men didn't help, but we weren't producing on the offensive side of the ball. Nwaneri was creating chances today. And he didn't even have Bukayo Saka on his flank. He had freaking Raheem Sterling and Martinelli, who still doesn't look 100%, by the way. So I was just incredibly impressed with him today. He looked like a professional, and he's 17 years old. You guys got to remember, we have this kid before he's even touched his prime, and he looked fantastic today. So big up to him. I hope he starts against Newcastle. He deserves it. And then if he proves his way at St. James Park, then he can starting in bigger games. Then he can start at Chelsea. Then he can start in the Champions League. Like, I would love to see this kid absolutely take off. And then we have a conversation in December around, like, obviously Odegaard will slide right back into the lineup, but there's going to be a conversation around how good this kid is. Like, it's a storyline for sure. And I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. That was why I was so gassed, because I had to go, guys. I had to be like Vader. I had to go to the gym to work some of the energy off. Like, that was how gassed I was about this kid. He was absolutely incredible today. Ethan Nwaneri, take a bow, my friend. Take a bow. Kiwior was really, really good today. Defensive side of the ball, he held in the ball. He held in the ball on the volley to Gabriel Jesus on his goal. I'm not going to give flowers to Gabriel Jesus. He scored on a championship side on a volley that was given to him on a platter. Congratulations. Hopefully this will give you a little bit of, motivation or courage or something. Like, he's been absolutely awful. But we need to have a discussion, and I'm glad Lewis is here, because whenever Lewis is here with me on this stream, big up every single time, Carefree Lewis, I want to mail back a Chelsea player. It's inevitable. And Raheem Sterling, you cannot convince me otherwise that this guy is not a Chelsea agent.
Swear down, he stunk up against Preston again.
This guy stunk against Preston, yo. Against Preston.
Again, by the way, we played them in the cup last season.
Crazy.
This guy is absolute garbage. Like, I don't care how much you moonwalk and dance into the box. If you can't put the ball in the back of the fucking net, it doesn't matter. This guy had a chance off of a rebound. He had 2 open net chances towards the end of the match, and he bottled both of them. This guy is brutal. And you cannot convince me, unless you're playing against League One Bolton, he's not going to do shit for you. He's not going to do anything for you.
Crazy.
Like,
that's mad.
It's absolutely incredible. And I'm gonna take this one to my grave. I said, and that's weird when I'm saying this in the dark. Big up everybody, by the way. I said I was the first when we signed him on deadline day to do an emergency stream to say, what are we doing? This guy is not a viable candidate to back up Bukayo Saka. We had options to go out and get a right winger, but Chelsea took all of them and then sent us their garbage. You haven't seen the best of me yet. The best is yet to come. Where is it? I know I'm in the dark, but I can't see. You know, I can't see where it is, where your best is.
I think you need the old haircut.
Terminate the loan now. Terminate the loan now. Because this guy is not good enough to play in the cup against championship level competition. You think he's good enough to get us anywhere in the Prem? God forbid Bukayo Saka gets injured again. God forbid. Because then we are truly finished. Truly finished.
The best part of him being a loan spell is that you lot don't even have to have any copium about him. He's either good or he's not. Yeah. No copium, no waffle, no nothing. Havertz, these men are still pretending like he's a good football player. Sterling, you could just look past the Kool-Aid and just be like, yeah, he's gone in a year. Fuck this guy. He's crap.
Bro said the expired Kool-Aid. It's crazy. Hey, maybe he needs to, you know, the bus cut that he used to have that lived the fade at City. Maybe if he gets that back, they did say like, yo, he's gonna bring the City experience to Arsenal. And I'm like,
this guy is so
couldn't even get through the sentence without laughing.
He owes his life to Pep Guardiola. He owes everything to that man. Because other than that, his career would be in the bin, bro.
No, the reason why I'm laughing about the Sterling thing, yeah, because I still remember on deadline day, because I had like Spurs fans obviously arguing with me, yo, we should go to Chelsea and get Raheem Sterling. Like, look at our winger options. Like, shit, motherfucker, I'm already suffering with a Chelsea reject and Werner. Do you want me to get Sterling too? Like, else, like that right there would have finished me for the season. I'll be real if that would have been another loan. So like when Arsenal got him, I was like, hey ho. So this is just another body, no quality, just a body out there. But you know what? What do they say about Arsenal? It's a black cultured football club. Sterling would like it over there.
I'm just
listen. No, hold on. I just stepped into here with regards to the Sterling. I think the environment hasn't been right for him.
No.
Let me say this. Hey, those of you on Spotify, all the listening platforms, you can't hear this. You can hear the wisdom, but you can also see it if you were to tune into the YouTube. There's platinums growing out here. This isn't by accident. This is some knowledge. This is experience. Sterling, in particular, the environment hasn't been right, TJ. Get yourself back on camera. Stop hiding. Sterling has not been in the right environment. When he went over to Chelsea, Thomas Tuchel wanted him over there. He wanted him over there. Before the whole thing happened, the whole drama with different owners and all that kind of stuff, Tuchel specifically wanted Sterling. Took him from Manchester City when Sterling was in the contract negotiations, and before that, Sterling was phenomenal. He was actually the one that broke the hearts of the Liverpool fans with the late winner versus Aston Villa. He got on as a sub, crossed it over, Gunnigan. The rest was history. You know how it went. Sterling has not been in the right environment. It wasn't right over at Chelsea. It definitely isn't right over at Arsenal for whatever reason. And to say that he's done, can't go that far. I think it's time for him to. He's not done, TJ. Stop it. Stop it.
No. Because he is. This is an environment where he can thrive. You're the one over here saying that my manager. You're bringing up my manager and saying that we have a system where he can thrive, but where other players thrive. But now Sterling can't. But he could thrive at Man City. But he can't at Chelsea, and he's shit at Arsenal.
What?
Maybe he's just not a good player.
He's a very good player. You know what? I think it's similar to maybe a Granit Xhaka. He'll leave Arsenal and then be good again.
No, he won't.
Right? Look at Granit Xhaka. Highest finish, Ballon d'Or, compared to all your Arsenal players this past season. Granit Xhaka left Arsenal and got better.
I don't see what one has to do with the other.
No,
it's completely different situation.
I'm pointing out the environment. I think the environment isn't suited for Sterling the same way it didn't suit.
Just like it wasn't at Chelsea, just like it isn't at Arsenal. But that just means he can only thrive under Pep Guardiola. What does that say to you about a footballer? Is this Phil Foden's future?
What? Now who's trying to do U-turns and left turns?
If you can do it, I can do, my friend.
Sterling was excellent at Liverpool. Sterling was excellent at City. For some reason, when he goes to London, he crap. He goes to London, Chelsea. He goes to London, Arsenal. He's crap. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the water over there. I have no idea. But Sterling needs a different environment. That's all I'm saying. Definitely, no disrespect, Mr. Hustle. He shouldn't go over to Spurs if that's his next destination. He needs to go somewhere else. You know where he could have cooked. He could have actually cooked.
When Lauren says he was mid for Liverpool,
that's a damn lie. That is a damn lie. He was not mid for Liverpool.
Lauren's cooking, and she's your countryman. You should respect her.
She's my countryman.
Yeah, or countrywoman,
I
I
thought
should
he was
say.
good at 14, 15.
He was.
He was
good.
okay.
Yeah, wasn't he meant to be the one carrying them?
I thought he was good at Liverpool too. But
This
Actually, me too. That's the
I
funny
thought it was
part.
everything post 2020 with Sterling.
Yes.
Fell off a cliff. That's the right
Contract
time frame.
negotiations did not go right for him. Sterling is he needs a different environment. That's I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna write him off.
He needs a
way-
different
the
league.
same way
Go
I didn't write
Italy
off
where
Granit
it's slow as
Xhaka.
hell.
But
You send that
that
man to
He
AC
goes
Milan
over
or
there, he
something.
goes
Him and
over there,
Pulisic, they'll win everything in that country.
Let me ask
Probably
Jez.
would. Probably.
I want to ask Jez a question.
Yo.
Stop being comfortable here. Leave the country, man. You'll do better in another league.
No, I agree with Lewis. But in the Prem, he's not good enough anymore. So my question for Jez, you guys ship Timo Werner back to Germany, and you're looking for another winger. Raheem Sterling available because Arsenal doesn't want him anymore. Chelsea sure as shit don't want him anymore. But you need a winger at Spurs. Are you taking him?
Nah. Fuck no, bro. He's getting used like a condom, bro, like a stripper, like Chelsea. No, hell no. What the hell? But I agree with Louis' point though. Like, if I have actually felt like after Chelsea, you should have. What you bring in the pun? You bring in that
just
thing.
carry on talking.
No, hold on. You bring in that thing after all the things that I said on this channel.
Yeah, because that was just crazy. That was just
Okay.
It was out the blue.
But like, okay, so when I said when Spurs was getting run through whole London under Nuno, you didn't put that banner up. All right. All right. Okay. It's literally the same thing I said. It's the same thing.
It was more so comment, but we moved going as you were. That's
but this is what it is though. Like it's like using you're using like a use in the use one again. But the whole point I was saying, like Louis made a good point, and I was actually thinking he should have done that after Chelsea, where he should have actually gone to like Juventus. Juventus goes to AC Milan, like just somewhere outside from England where I feel like leagues are out there just slower. And he can just do his thing there and also play for one of the better teams in those leagues as well. Where I felt like staying here in England, you already have the perception from a lot of fan bases that you'll finish as a player. So you're not coming into Arsenal, everybody. Well, there's delusional Arsenal fans, so 100%, but most of them are not 100% fooled because you're not there on a permanent basis. So for that reason, I definitely would have not taken Sterling. And I have some shit wingers at my football club. But I need better, man. I need better.
That's fair. That's fair.
See, that's the level. You wouldn't even be taking at Tottenham anyway. Sorry, go ahead.
And no, it's all good, TJ. And speaking of Arsenal, obviously you got the win yesterday against Preston North End, but weekend 2-2 draw against Liverpool. Obviously, we'll get Vader's thoughts on it shortly. But because we haven't actually spoken, so what is your thoughts on the game? Obviously, general consensus was Liverpool going to win that game. Arsenal had injuries to Saliba suspension. They're flying. They're top of the league. Thoughts? Are you happy overall with the point? Are you unhappy considering you was in the lead, the second half performance, etc.?
Oh, just the subs told the tale. At the end of the day, I'll just kind of talk through the game here. Mm-hmm. So that goal from Bukayo Saka shows how good this kid can be. What an absolute rocket ball over the top to Bukayo Saka, perfectly played, and he puts it past Kelleher to put us up 1-0. My big issue is after that, I felt like we went to sleep a little bit. The set piece defending, we completely stopped playing. Like, we stopped marking players. Kai Havertz didn't mark somebody that is probably half a foot smaller than him in Luis Diaz. If he would have just stepped up 1 foot, he could have gotten ahead on that, and that ball doesn't get to Van Dijk. As soon as that ball gets to Van Dijk, you let that ball get into the soup. Van Dijk is gonna finish it if it gets to his head. Like it's just the way it is. So I was very, very disappointed with our set piece defending. Great goal, but again, our set piece on the offensive side of the ball looked great. Congratulations to Mikel Moreno, the beast Moreno. He's big, he's hairy. Pause. He gets his first goal in an Arsenal sweater. Congratulations to him. But I don't know, going into the half with a 2-1 lead, I don't know what Mikel Arteta said to these guys in the locker room, but it must have been the verbal equivalent of taking an Ambien, because we went out in the second half and were asleep. We let Liverpool have the ball. We let them come at us, pause, and we paid for it. An unfortunate injury.
There we go, man. The lights are back, man. Love that.
Hey, there we go.
Love that.
Unfortunate injuries to let's see if this still goes. I don't know if it's gonna cut over to my other setup or not. So I'll make this quick. Unfortunate injuries to Gabriel. Unfortunate knocks all around. It's pretty disappointing to see him go off. I don't think it's serious. I hope it isn't serious. But at that point, you knew that we were probably going to concede. The substitutions weren't great. He sends out Miles Lewis-Skelly and Wanyeri in one of the biggest matches of the season. And while I do rate Wanyeri, throwing him in the 80th minute when you're trying to score a goal against a very, very good Liverpool team, I don't think is necessarily fair. And Miles Lewis-Skelly as well. And while I don't think the goal was 100% his fault, he got caught watching Mohamed Salah when he cut in and scored that goal. So I thought that, at the end of the day, I thought the result was deserved. I'm not blaming refs. I think in games like that, when the momentum swings like that at halftime, you're gonna concede eventually. We didn't look like scoring in the second half. I think we just let them have the ball and come at us, and we're trying to salt away a 2-1 lead at home, which I don't necessarily agree with. But, it's a disappointing result for us because we needed those 3 points against Liverpool. At the end of the day, it's a loss for us and it's a win for Liverpool because we have to go back to Anfield and try to steal 3 points. And I'm not sure that's going to happen. So we'll see. We got to heal up. We got to see if Gabriel is going to be back. We have Saliba back, so no excuses against Newcastle this weekend. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is, and it was an unfortunate situation we were in. So,
Fez, Vaya, before we get you off, I know you got thoughts on the game. Is it advantage Manchester City with the draw?
You asking me or TJ?
Yeah, I'm asking you. Yeah, is it advantage to your mob considering the two teams closest to you drew? Why are you laughing? Genuinely asking?
Yeah, no, it's a fantastic question. This is why everybody needs to be subbed to Sarcasm City TV, because the proper questions are being asked. The questions that are provoke
these plugs are awesome, by the way. Good job.
Let's go.
Yeah, no problem. I'm a professional. Now, when we come down to this game, the draw, I couldn't have asked for a better result. Okay. I could not have asked for a better result because experience-wise, I think Liverpool are going to be the ones to actually, player-wise, I think the players are going to have the fight, the knowledge to really make this a tough title. Arsenal are hungry. Look at TJ's face. Sorry for that. He wants a major trophy. So the fact that they're going to be so motivated, the fact that they draw points, that was bonus to me. And as TJ pointed out with regards to Savinho being injured and the concerns that I should have at my club, hey, I think he was very fortunate to have Saka come back. He's very fortunate to have the result that he got despite the injuries because, like you mentioned, Gabriel had to get subbed off. Now, if I was going to say who would I have wanted to win from let me place my bets, hedge my bets, I'd say, you know what, Arsenal, go out and win this one. Yeah. Take these 3 points away from Liverpool and let's see what happens. Now, for them to have played this way, and I said this is not no gaslighting. I was impressed with how Arsenal played. I was impressed with how Arsenal fought with regards to the players that they started with and the performance that they saw. I was, like TJ mentioned, disappointed with, honestly, this is why I rate Arteta, but I don't want him at my club. I need a manager that plays with a little bit of risk for reward, plays with a little bit of, I'm going to take my chance. If it doesn't go my way, oh, so be it. But he's too pragmatic. He's too reserved. He's too safe. You go up 2-1 versus Liverpool. I'm not telling you to go out all attack, but what they showed in terms of keeping the pressure on, sometimes the best defense is a good offense. And I think they took their foot off the gas. Nice. This 1-1, bonus for me. Because you know what it means? Liverpool, 2 points dropped. Arsenal being up 2-1 with the draw, 2 points dropped. I'm going to take this. Because at the end of the day, TJ, and I respect his ball knowledge. I don't think it's as well crafted and formed as mine, but I respect his ball knowledge. When he says, I'm just being honest. When he says,
what did I say?
When you say that City don't look that good, when you say that City are having performances, when you say that City are having some players go down due to injury,
they are.
If I can have all of that, if I can stink like I haven't changed my draws in 5 days, and still be top of the league, what do you think? What do you think happens when I have a shower? What do you think happens when I put on my clean drip? When you look good, you play good. When this team sorts it all out, I think teams are now chasing City as opposed to a couple seasons ago where it's a little bit of back and forth. Because if I'm doing this looking so bad, when I'm good, when I'm healthy, I think I'm running away with it. But it's a matter of wait and see.
And I think it goes to show how weak the league is as well. But hey, that's a whole different conversation. But props to City because they're taking full advantage of doing the business.
No. I'm stepping all over that outro. Whatever Flawless was about to do, I'm stepping on that. We're not going to talk about how weak the league looks. Just take a second, Flawless, please.
Let's give you credit. I'm giving you credit.
It's not credit. No, I'm not taking that as credit. I'm taking that as a diss. It just speaks on how weak the league looks. The league does not look weak. Stop that fake. Stop that surprise face. No, I don't want that. Stop. Put your hands down. I don't want that surprise face. The fact that Flawless tried to say it just speaks to how weak the league is. Those of you on Spotify, go back, check out this show because Flawless's look was mad.
Is this guy trying to get a Spotify deal or something?
He is, man. He's trying to get. I respect it. He is. I respect it.
I'm on the hustle. Whatever.
Yeah, man.
We'll split when it happens.
Facts.
But
100%.
I want to point out, we're not going to disrespect the league, Flawless. We're not going to do that.
It's not but it's not a disrespect in regards to one. I'm saying that you lot are the best team, and what I'm saying is that you lot cannot be at your best and still be top of the table and still be clear favorites. Puts down to how weak the teams are around you in terms of chasing you.
No. We're not even going to do that. No, we're not even going to say how weak the league looks with regards to how they're chasing us. It just so happens that we happen, and I don't want to mention it.
Go on. Talk about it.
It just so happens that we're on a good run right now. We're on a good run right now, all right? Mm-hmm. Like, you may not see it now, but when the lighting was out, you could see some blemishes on TJ's face. You can't see it right now. But we happen to be playing right now with no blemishes. We're fortunate enough to just have a very good start. TJ, of all clubs, of all fans, you know what not having a blemish means. All right.
No blemishes, but they just went out of the cup, but no blemishes.
That happens with regards to the league. You crashed out of all the cups.
I'm sorry.
And you had 12 draws, so just relax. I just want to point out we happen to have a very good start. I'm not going to disrespect the league. You know what?
You do have you have had a very good start in terms of results.
Not the weakness of the league. It has nothing to do with the weakness of the league.
It's a mix.
To do with the weakness of the club. No, it's not a mix because you know what? Take a second, Flawless. Those of you in the chat, open up another tab. Go check out Champions League. Check out the Champions League. Tell me who you happen to see. What type of clubs do you happen to see at the top of that thing? We're not going to disrespect this prem. This prem is very tough.
But
this prem is difficult.
No, but who have you lot played in the champs? Who are the three teams?
We've played Inter. Okay.
I'm asking a question. Inter. And who were the other two? Inter and who? I'm just asking a question. Why can't I ask questions? So Inter Milan. Who were the other two? You played 3 matches.
We've played Sparta.
Who? Sorry,
Sparta.
Say that, please. Sparta Prague, Inter Milan, and who else?
And
was it? Who was the other one?
I think it was another farmer.
Hey, relax on the farm.
Who was it?
Hey, I'm just saying. The last team that they played was Sparta Prague.
Also, Sparta
I
Prague,
gotta
Inter
look it up.
Milan,
I can't remember who played.
and
who
a
played
Slovakian team, Warrior J, big
Yeah,
up, and
man,
Liverpool,
yeah.
and the three teams Liverpool have played are who? AC Milan.
AC
Was
Milan.
RB
Milan?
Leipzig.
Yeah,
AC Milan. Yeah.
RB
yeah, and who
Leipzig.
else? Leipzig, and who was the other?
No one said Young Boys.
Young
Oh,
boys.
why
Their
be?
last game was Young Boys. Yeah.
Okay. I was just asking just to get a clarity
This is
of
so-
the
this is so
the
rude.
level of no. I'm just asking to see where the level is. Like, City are a very, very good side. Yes,
All
I'm
right,
not surprised
all
you
right.
are
Now do
where
the
you
same
are in
thing
the
for
Champions
Aston
League.
Villa. Let's do the same thing for Aston Villa.
Who
because
Villa
Aston
played?
Villa-
Villa are a good side too.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm just
No.
pointing out that this league isn't weak.
No,
It's
I don't
not-
call it.
it
I don't
doesn't-
think it's weak. No. Like, it's not weak. When I say, I'm talking about the quality that's chasing at the top. So you can be. I think Arsenal are a very good team. Don't get it misunderstood. I think they're a very good team. But very good sides don't win Premier League titles. That's the point that I'm making. They're not of that upper echelon. They're not of that caliber to go and win a league title. So to the point where your opposition, we can say, haven't been at their best and are not great, but are still good enough to win the league title. Because City are a very, very good side. Better than that. They're a great side. However, are they firing on all cylinders now? No. But they're still good enough at their not being at their best to get past a very good Arsenal side or a very good Liverpool side, for example. So it ain't a criticism. It's no criticism whatsoever. That's just
I mean,
my opinion.
The reason why I kind of like, obviously I fight some of those things as well is because
Yeah, because it looks better for you, like if the league's strong. I get it, and you care
but the
about
league-
that, like you care about the having the toughest run in cup competition. So I get that. That's where we're different. I understand that. I couldn't care less personally, but I get you. I understand it. Why are you laughing? That's true. That's the case. You want the toughest draw possible to win the Champions League.
You know
I would want the most easy and favorable draw on paper.
I'm going to, those of you in the chat right now, those of you listening, I'm going to find the quote. The movie Troy. Brad Pitt, his character has an amazing line
God, you're old.
where, what'd you say?
And I said Troy. You're bringing up Troy. That movie is 20 years old now. Anyway, keep going.
Oh, it's a classic. It's a classic. But I'm going to put up the line that speaks on them speaking about you, them and being in the history books, myths, songs being written about you. They don't write songs when you just play against pipsqueaks and you just happen to leak in. They write songs when you play against.
football, they
and we
do.
talked about this, Flawless. They
No, in
talk
football,
about
they
you
do.
when you play against the Goliath.
No, they don't. They talk about you regardless. Manchester United won a league title and we won 3 away games and we still talk about that league title. People don't talk about it. 2011, go check it up. We won 3 away games
Yeah,
the
but you
entire
don't gas
season.
it. You don't gas it.
that
with
was-
the other
we
one.
fell
I gas it in
You know-
regards to winning the league title.
Yeah,
Yes,
winning the
I
league,
gas
but
it.
it's
That was
not the
one of them
it's
seasons
not-
where like everybody was trash. Like we were top
Yeah,
of the
we won-
table, then we
we
lost
won-
Ray
we won-
Wilkins, and we didn't win a game for about 2-3 months.
There we go. 3
Yeah, but
away
that's
games,
one of the
you know.
titles you just won. That's not one of the titles where you write songs and you're praising it. That's my
We
point.
definitely praise it.
That was their 19th league title. I won't lie.
We definitely praise it.
They
Because
overtook
we-
Liverpool, innit?
We would we definitely praised it. Same way our
It's the
Champions League
result,
runs.
not the journey, though.
I've seen us run too. The first one we ran the absolute. What's the word I'm looking for? We ran the. What's the word I'm looking for? It
Ran
was.
the
It was.
table?
No. The first Champions League we won it, not the first one, but the one in '99. We ran the gauntlet. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Crazy. People go check the run. In 08, not so much. Do I celebrate more one than the other? Absolutely
I'm not
not.
talking about. See, this. Hey, you're a lyricist, so I'm listening to the words you're choosing to say. I'm not saying that you don't celebrate it. Of course, you celebrate it, but the
Yeah.
ones that get glorified, the ones that get
They
praised
both get
and
glorified.
amped up.
Oh,
No,
08
one
gets
gets amped up
08 gets
more.
glorified.
One
No,
one
08
gets
and
amped
99.
up
I think
more.
08 and 99 are the same, to be honest.
You're still lifting the same trophy at the end of the
Yeah.
day.
Oh wait, you want to do it
Hey,
with
I
the
don't wanna
Disney.
hear
Not that I-
you-
not that I
you
know-
wanna-
not that I
you know
know
what
what
it is,
that's
Vader.
like.
You want to do it with
You
the
know,
Disney.
you know
you
what?
wanna,
We're saying away a bit too many times for my life.
yeah, serious. Look, he's still
Hey, hold
devastated
on, hold
by
on,
it
hold
now,
on,
man.
hold
Yeah, he's
on.
still devastated.
What
by
do you
it
mean,
now.
hold that, bro? Your UCL trial reign ended in what, 20 seconds?
That doesn't matter, man. That doesn't matter. Hey, man, I'm a shameless guy, man. You know. Hey, you know, I'm a shameless guy, bro. Like the game is the game. The game is the game.
I hear it.
I get it, Vader, man. You want to win and you want to have the
Tottenham, innit?
Disney Plus music, man. You know what I'm saying? And that.
Yeah,
You want
yeah.
the Netflix series. That I
Yes.
understand. I am different. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? And that. Just win the trophy. I couldn't care less who we play, win the trophy, whether that's Premier League or Champions League, FA Cup or League Cup. Like I said, people go check 99. Manchester United ran the gauntlet that year. The Arsenal side we faced in the league and also the Champions League as well, just the knockout ties alone. We played Inter Milan with Brazilian Ronaldo and a Juventus side with R9. I mean, a Juventus side with Zinedine Zidane. Two of the greatest players to ever grace the game. So, and that's just two. Never mind, we was in the group of death with Barcelona and played a Bayern Munich side who were phenomenal as well, but that's neither here nor there. Now go check 08. Yes, that Chelsea side in 08 was fantastic. The Roma sides that we played and Lyon, not so much. Did we care? No, I was there for a couple of those games at OT in the knockout round. Did we give a no? You know why? Because it's about winning the trophy. But Veta wants the Disney Plus story with it. I get it. He wants the big Netflix deal. I fully understand Veta. Fairs, man. Fairs. I get it. I understand, man. Trust me, I get it. You know what I'm saying? You want to beat the possible best. You want the Rocky fight.
I want it all. Yes.
Yeah, I hear you. That's fair enough.
That's the
fair
glory.
enough.
That's the glory.
Big up to Omar for the raid as well, man.
I mean, shit, I just want a finals appearance at this stage. I said, bro. Hey, man, that's what I'm saying. Mute, man. I'm staying on mute.
It is now. Don't stay on mute, Jets, because I actually want to go to you before we close out because we're going to get predictions from everyone for their teams
cool.
for the next set of games. So you lot plays Villa at home, early kickoff, 2 p.m. UK time. Scoreline predictions, Jets.
Brother, man. Vandervan might not even play that game. Rivera might not play that game, so looking a bit spooky. But you know what? At home, I feel like we can actually do something. So I would say 2-1 Spurs.
2-1 Spurs first. Lewis, obviously, you travel up to OT to face the mighty Man United. Talk to us. Scoreline prediction. Do you finally win after the first time in 10 years? Or however long it's been?
I don't think it'll be an easy one now, so I'll say 2-1 Chelsea. I'll still win.
First. Veta, unconvincing Manchester City, but still top of the table and picking up wins. Travel to Bournemouth. Scoreline prediction.
Ooh, Bournemouth.
Perfect time to be in bad form so you can go and beat up on the minnows. That's good.
Bournemouth are legit. What's their nicknames again? Bournemouth? What
the Cherries.
The Cherries.
Cherries.
Someone recently had a difficult game against them.
Yeah, we were also down to 10 men.
Oh, the 10 men.
We're not going to get in it. Please. I think Paul is trying to get out of here, and so am I. For the love of God, just give us a score.
A big up Marshall for the raid as well. Everyone who's joined from the raid, run up the likes, hit the subscribe button because we are
Big up,
closing out. But we will be
Shout
going
out
over
the
to
casually Chelsea.
big up casually every single time. We will be going over to the playback for the Spurs Thunder game, people. But yeah, Veta, away to Bournemouth.
I'll give you that score prediction. I mean, I'm gonna say this, and honestly, TJ can't disagree. They're a tough game. They're a tough club to play against. TJ cannot disagree with that.
Bournemouth gave Arsenal a game. They gave Chelsea a game. They are a tough opposition. Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. Tough game.
You home or away?
So it's at Bournemouth.
It's away.
Ooh, okay.
I need to keep pace. I need to keep pressure on. Not keep pace because obviously I'm leading the league, right, TJ? But I need to keep the pressure on with regards to the rest of the league. So let me predict here. Holland was rested. He did not play in this League Cup. He's going to be fired up. I see a 3-1. 3-1.
And TJ, Arsenal, you lot travel early kicking off away at Newcastle, 12:30 p.m. UK time. Obviously, there was I think it was the controversy last season with the whole, did the ball go out? Was it a foul? Etc. Etc.
Sometimes you just don't play well enough and you lose matches, and a lot of my fan base have trouble coping with that.
You sure the ref didn't give you a 50-50 in the 25th minute and that didn't cost you?
Yeah.
TJ he pays more attention watching the referees in my games than he does his.
Hey, well, here's the thing. Is I don't blame referees for my problems, and it begins and ends there. But I will blame them for Manchester City's successes. I'm not gonna lie, because I have agendas. Okay. Anyway, Arsenal, Newcastle.
I respect it.
Arsenal, Newcastle, St. James Park, early days. It's a quick turnaround from the match today. So I'm gonna say the boys got to run out today, which I was pleased to say they're gonna have active legs, which I'm excited about. Pause. I don't know if that's pause worthy, but either way, with you criminals, who knows? I'm gonna go 3-1.
I'm the nice felony.
Start
just shut up,
Winieri.
mate.
Start Winieri 3-1. Arsenal.
Fez.
Are you doing a watch along?
No, I'm gonna do a reaction. I'm going to Never a Foul after to do a reaction,
Love that.
and then I'm doing my own reaction with Oregon Gooner.
Love that. Shout out to Oregon Gooner. So you got predictions from everyone in regards to me. Obviously, Lewis gave his prediction for the United Chelsea game. Hey, the winning continues, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it is. Manchester United, we carry on. You know what I'm saying? We carry on the road. I'm saying 3-1 United. Yeah, I'm saying 3-1. I'm saying 3-1, fam.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
No way this Leicester wins got you that gassed up.
It's
Look at
3-1.
this.
Absolutely.
It's the Roots Reds, man. It's Roots
Yeah,
Reds.
good job that it's not Amarim. I would have said more.
Double
If it was Amarim, I would
R.
have said more.
That is crazy.
If it was Amarim, I would have said more.
This is New Year's. This is definitely a New Year's for Flawless. Look at this guy.
Yeah, man.
Season just started.
Season just started
for Flawless. Literally,
why would I not be
today.
confident? You know what I'm saying? Ten Hag was sacked. They went and got the manager I wanted. I hit 13K that same day that Ten Hag was sacked. We just slapped Leicester 5-2. How would I not be confident? Chelsea are coming off a loss. Even though Chelsea gonna give us a game. Don't get misunderstood. We're not gonna back.
We're gonna give you a game, but you're saying 3-1.
Yeah, I'm saying 3-1 because we can go 2 goals up, they score, and then we score late.
Okay.
That could happen.
It surprised me most the turnaround of the attack.
Yeah.
You know why? Because I had 3.
Yeah, just going forward. Just because we offering much more going forward. Because we were just the intents there. I never thought we would have scored 5 against Leicester before this.
Wait. Is this game not at the Bridge?
No, it's OT.
No, it's Old Trafford.
You think I'd say 3? You think I'd say 3 goals at the Bridge? Nah, you crazy.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I don't say that.
Right.
It's OT.
Hey, I know we talked about this earlier. You're trying to shut down, but
Yeah,
Lewis
go.
mentioned the subs. He would have liked to see the subs get onto that pitch with this game. Not you don't want to give up a cup, but I think Maresca. I think Maresca's got these players. The reason why they didn't touch his pitch is to do the madness at OT.
ready.
So, woo! All right, we're tuned in.
But I trust us in regards to, don't get misunderstood. I've said this, Chelsea are a good team. That's why I have them in my top 4. But defensively, they can be got. I do like, and like I said, with as much as I don't rate our attack, we do have Diallo who can play there as well. Casemiro now, if he's going to be playing this role as well.
Okay.
I do. I'm like, Fez, they can be got at. I'm saying I watched a lot of Chelsea, they can be got at. But are we going to batter them? No. Right? No. Let me just kill that dead. Because then back again, Monts and Troops was having that debate about 3-1 if it's a battering or not. You can win 3-1 and not batter somebody.
Yep.
I've seen it happen.
Yep.
Like, so I'm not saying it's a battering, but I'm saying 3-1, 100%.
All right.
100%.
Yeah, I was
I'm gonna have the
surprised
two, I'm gonna have the 2
goals
screens
out
set up. I'll be
attack.
watching both of you guys.
Hey, what'd you say, Vane?
Last season, isn't it?
Nah, I hear you, Lewis. I hear that. Go on, what you say, Vane?
Oh, I'm just saying I'm gonna have the 2 screens set up, so I'm gonna make sure to have. I'm gonna see what Lewis is saying. I'm gonna see what you happen to be saying while watching the game. It'll be good.
Of course. So big up to everyone that has locked in. The content stops on the YouTube channel, but it's not going to stop here on the, well, it's going to stop on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube, but it's not stopping on the Sarcasm City TV playback because we are going live for another NBA regular season watch along. San Antonio Spurs versus the Oklahoma City Thunder people. The Spurs versus the Thunder. Wemby versus Chet will be over on the playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV. That's playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV, or download the Playback app from your app store as well. But TJ, let them know where they can find you, what you got coming up, all that good stuff.
Yeah. American Idiots on Friday. We're gonna have Strasbourg Steve, the Newcastle, the Maggie himself, the Toon Army leader himself, Strasbourg Steve, on previewing Newcastle. And then you can catch me after the match, like I said, on Never a Foul, doing a little match reaction with Kaz and the boys. And then I will be live after that on my channel doing a review, Arsenal Newcastle. Come check it out, TJ Warren TV. Thank you again, guys. This was a lot of fun. Despite Vader being here, it was a lot of fun. Thank you.
And crazy, I was just about to raid Lee Gunner as Lee Gunner's raided me. That's crazy. Let me know if anyone's live, people. Let me know. But shout out to Lee Gunner for the raid. I was literally about to raid Lee Gunner as he's just raided my channel. Vader, let them know where they can find you, what you got coming up, all that good stuff.
Yeah, you know where to find me. Just go to YouTube. Help with the subs. Vader Games TV. I got CIA Intelligent Agendas tomorrow.
I love that.
We're gonna be doing that. We're gonna be talking, obviously, something that not all fans can relate to. Sorry, TJ, but we're gonna talk Ballon d'Or over at Manchester City. Rodri doing his thing. We're gonna talk about Pep. Did he get it right? Did he get it wrong with regards to the League Cup? and we're going to be talking about this upcoming game that's happening on the weekend. We got to keep this pressure. If we can get 5, maybe 6 point lead in this league with Liverpool and Arsenal chasing, this never before seen before. I'm holding up 5 fingers for those of you listening on the audio platforms. If we can get this 5, Pep, I don't need the extra year. I'm going to say farewell. Thank you very much. KDB, I'm going to say thank you. You don't need to extend your contract. We get this 5 this year. It is what it is. Thank you for your service, everyone. And we'll just fade away. Fade away. That's it.
Yes. What are you saying, Lewis? What you got coming up? All that good stuff.
Not sure. I'm going to figure something out tomorrow because I'm probably going to go live and vent again about this game. I'll figure out. Yeah, some stream. Maybe mixed out with a United preview or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah, I'll be live tomorrow. Big up everybody though. And
awesome.
Yeah, we're out the cup. Great.
So yeah, subscribe to Lewis, subscribe to Vega. So subscribe to Carefree Lewis Street, subscribe to Vega Games TV, subscribe to TJ Warren TV. All links are underneath in the description. Anyway, not just on this channel, people. Not just on this live, all the other lives on the channel, also on the featured channel page as well. Again, let me know who's live. Man is saying, what is Zir live? That's Zir, is that Zir's channel, the Buy and View? People, let me know if that's the case, because I will. Because big up to Lee Gunner for the raid. I was literally about to redirect to him as I was closed out, and then he's redirected to me. So run up the likes, hit the subscribe button, watch this back, people, as well. I'm surprised that I'm not live or nothing like that.
TJ, good job hitting up the gym. I can see it. That shirt's fitting a little snug right now, so keep it up, my guy.
Getting the muscles in.
Thank you, bro. I'm not like Lewis, who's turning into my USA watch-alongs from the gym at 5 a.m. UK. Good lord.
Come on, that's like dinner time for me.
This guy's tuning in. He's still got #1 Pochettino hater. I rate it.
Yeah, bro. Like I said, if Pochettino has no haters, it's because I'm dead, bruv. So I'm pushing up daisies.
I still can't believe you stole my title, man. Like, I wasn't the hate watchman for a long time, but. You know what?
Oh yeah, the Conte hater.
Hey, man, you know what? I'm saying, like, bro,
Pochettino told me like never to run agenda on terrorists. I genuinely feel bad for you now and what you went through.
No, hey, man. It's been a long fight. It's been a long fight, man. But we got over it. We got to land over it.
Now he's gonna terrorize America, you know, and you know what we do to terrorists over here in America.
I still think you need.
You know what to do, mate.
I can't wait for the guys we got him stream that I can do when he eventually gets canned. Probably a week before the World Cup, knowing the way my national team moves. But you know, it is what it is.
Oh, if they move with that ruthlessness.
Bro, no, they won't. That's hopium, to be honest. This
I end up being part American myself. Like, oh, it's coming home.
No, you're honorary American, in my opinion. If you don't like Pochettino,
let's go. Let's go. Welcome in 2 continents.
Yeah, people, Zero is live. The Bayern, he's done pro clubs, so we're gonna redirect to him. So just put Sarcasm City Raid in the chat again. Love, yes. So make sure you subscribe to Jez's Twitch as well. But love, like I said, we go in live on the playback. Literally, as soon as the stream ends, I'm going live on the playback for the Spurs versus Oklahoma City Thunder game as well. Lewis and Flawless, we will adopt as Americans. I'm already honorary US apart from the next international break because you lot play Jamaica.
I'm honored.
But we're going to close out anyway. Love to everyone that's locked in. This has been a crazy crossover, man. United, Chelsea, Spurs, Arsenal, Manchester City. You already know with Lewis, Jez, TJ, and Vader, including myself, live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up. Thank you very much for tuning in. And see you lot on the playback.